My caring role, I was looking after my late wife for about 2 years when she suffered from dementia, and unfortunately she took a heart attack and passed away. Basically, that was most of the stuff that I've done for her. And I was getting quite a bit of help from the carer centre as well, and they were providing people that would come up and sit with the wife or take her away so that I could have a bit of respite at the time. But unfortunately, as I say, she passed away, and about a couple of months later I got a phone call from the carer centre asking me if I'd like to take part in a drama group, which I thought, well, okay, I'm doing nothing. And as it turned out, it was a lifeline to me, so it was, because without this crowd, I don't know what I'd have done.
I care for my mum, who's elderly and got a few health conditions, and I also care for my sister who has got a mental health illness, and I just try and be as supportive as I can to my family. I've been going to the carer centre in Inverclyde for quite a number of years now, and about 2 years ago I found out about the drama group. I wasn't initially too keen because I wasn't quite sure what to expect, and then I thought, well, maybe it'd be quite good from a distraction point of view, and it's actually really been very good. Good company, something different to do, although we put messages across about what the carer centre's about and how you can benefit from it.
All our services are all around the unpaid carer, the adult unpaid carer, anybody that's 18 and over. And all the services around to make sure they're well informed, they're stress free as much as possibly can be. And it's carers really in the Inverclyde area. So it's anyone from Wimsby up to Kilmacombe. Anybody further north in Kilmacombe, we would signpost them to, there's a Paisley Carer Centre, and anybody further south down at Wimsby, we would signpost them to the Irvine Carer Centre. So it's, there's no criteria on the amount of caring hours. There's no doesn't need to be a diagnosis of the cared for person. It could just be physical frailty, old age. The only criteria is it's unpaid. You're not getting paid for it. You're doing it out of your love or your affection for the person.
I feel that they're like a part of a family now, so they are. There's times when you stop for hospital, for school breaks and rehearsals stop, you find yourself at complete loose end, not having these rehearsal times with everybody, and you certainly miss them, so you do.
While we're rehearsing and having a wee chat, we can have a bit of humour, and we practice together and we support one another.
The 2,000 carers that we've got, we're always sending out leaflets and sending out notices about if you're interested in any sort of activities or anything like that. We try our best to source tutors to come in and to try and put on programmes and maybe first aid courses that any interest they've got. And this basically started about 2 years ago with maybe 3 or 4 of our carers that registered a bit of an interest around drama and a wee bit of acting. And it's grew steadily, and we've now got 11 or 12. And as you very well know, they rehearse every Tuesday up, excuse me, up at the Salvation Army Halls at Regent Street for 2 hours, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And they've done 2 or maybe even 3 plays, and we're hoping to take that at the start of the year around Inverclyde to anybody that's interested. They've performed at our Carers' Rights Day. They're going to perform it with AGM tomorrow in the Town Hall Saloon. They've performed for the reception staff at health centres, and they've also performed for the dementia group up at Nicholl Street. So they're not shy, and they get great peer support out of it. Some of them are very, very reluctant to have a big part. That's fine. Some of them are desperate to get a big part, and there's always a good mix there, and we try our best to make sure that they've got a couple of hours where they can totally unwind. They don't need to think about the person they're caring for, and it's a time for them to really enjoy on the Tuesday afternoons. We've got 2 big events, one of them being today, obviously the Carers' Rights Day, where we've got various guest speakers all talking about carers' issues and what really their rights are, and we thought it would be good for a wee bit of light-hearted relief that the drama group that have been attending, as I say, for 2 years are going to perform one of their plays. They're going to be performing a play called Two Doors, and it's all around one carer that is engaged with the carer centre over at Cathcart Street in Greenock, and the other carer that has been pretty reticent and hasn't engaged. So it's a sort of contrasting effect of both their lives, of how the carer that did engage has really been able to keep up their caring role.
Well, what do I want? What I want doesn't come into it. But you know, I'd really like to be able to just go out with my mates one night and have fun.
They had the tutor Lana Lord and her son Barry wrote scripts for them, but they have moved back to Ireland, so they were in need of a new tutor and contacted the Beacon, who put them in touch with me. I think they all enjoy it, they all turn up each week, which is always nice. They're all quite enthusiastic, they're a really fun group, so I think it's good for them just to have maybe a bit of time out. It's good for them to get support from each other, and it's good for them to have something positive to work on, and it's great to have things like Carers' Rights Day, and we've got our Inverclyde Carer Centre AGM coming up next month as well.
I had all the contacts I needed if I had to make a phone call. You couldn't have asked for anything better. Then I started thinking about this caring role. Arguing with myself, to be honest. I'm not a carer.
I get a lot of satisfaction because you're learning something, you're trying to put something across, you're trying to get a message across. There's obviously a lot of people don't know anything about the Carer Centre and struggle along from day to day, and you feel you can get a message out there, even if it just helps one person. It's a big go, so it is.
A bit of fun and relaxation and company. Plus, when we do go to events, it's good to put your message across, because when I first went to the Carer Centre years ago, I had seen posters in the window, but it wasn't actually till I went in that I really became aware of how many different things that are available, and how helpful it actually can be to your caring role.